Hello there, Lakers. This week we'd like to shed some light on our sports here at Calloway County. We will also take a look into our upcoming holiday dance and a fun look into Black Friday shopping. All that and more coming up on LakerTV. Hey Lakers, happy Friday!
Hang in there, everybody. Thanksgiving break is just around the corner.
Today at CCHS, several students and faculty members are wearing purple in recognition of the March of Dimes World Prematurity Day. Babies born before the 37th week of pregnancy are considered premature and are more likely to have health problems than babies born on time.
That's why FBLA is promoting World Prematurity Day, and for club sponsor Ashley Fritchie, it holds a special meaning.
So my son was 1 pound when he was born, so he was really little, and he was born at 29 weeks. So World Prematurity Day, to me, is just a day that brings awareness to premature birth, and the fact that it does happen, and quite often in our society.
Hi, I'm Ashley Jones, and I was a premature baby. I was born almost 6 weeks early and had to be flown to Coast Airs Children's Hospital because my lungs were not fully developed yet. The preterm birth rate in the United States has increased for the second year. In 2016, almost 10% of babies were born premature. March of Dimes researchers say we don't always know what causes preterm labor and premature birth, but we do know certain risk factors that may make you more likely to give birth early. This year's March of Dimes report card reveals major racial, ethnic, and geographic disparities, signifying that babies have a higher chance of a preterm birth based simply on race and zip code. Kentucky gets a D on the March of Dimes report card with an 11% rate of premature births. In Kentucky, the preterm birth rate among black women is 24% higher than the rate among all other women. As Ms. Fritchie knows firsthand, the effects of a premature birth can last a lifetime.
We still feel the effects. We spent 150 days in the hospital when he was first born. We still feel the effects because we still get followed by 10 different specialists that we have to go see, sometimes monthly, sometimes annually, just depending on the doctor. He's still in speech therapy and occupational therapy and physical therapy, so we have therapy appointments every single week. So we still feel the effect just in that respect, having to still do all the follow-up visits and make sure that he can become the best version of himself that he can be. That's our goal. So we're doing all of this stuff to try to help him continue to grow and continue to make progress.
Thanks, Ms. Fritchie, for sharing your story with us.
And if you'd like to learn more about this topic, check out the March of Dimes website.
FFA Scores again this past Wednesday. The FFA horse judging and veterinarian technology teams competed in the state contest. The horse judging team placed second in state. Team members included Daniel Trombetti, Alyssa Trombetti, Emma Roach, and Virginia Gross. Meanwhile, the veterinary tech team placed fifth in the state. That team consisted of Hannah Anderson, Emily Wilson, Avery Wilmerth, and Lexi Lamb. Congratulations, FFA. Oh, and speaking of concerts...
What? I don't think we were talking about concerts?
Well, we are now. Because Jordan Lax is about to show us the final episode in his Behind the Scenes at a Concert series. This week, Jordan will give us a look at what it takes to be a drummer for the Oak Ridge Boys.
How about our young drummer, Austin Cucarudo?
I got my gig with the Oak Ridge Boys through their previous drummer, David Northrup. He knew that he would probably be leaving and asked me if I would be interested, in which I obviously answered yes.
We're gonna sing one more song, everybody clap your hands.
Austin Cucarudo is the newest member of the Oak Ridge Boys' band. He took over that spot with only a few weeks to learn their entire song list.
It was definitely an on-taking. They got a lot more hits than your normal group. Their song bank is a lot bigger, and their songs involve a lot more parts than a lot of the new contemporary stuff that's coming out today. They're not quite as simplistic. So a little more to remember, a little more to strive for, but it was good. It makes a better player out of you. My favorite part of my job, I'd have to say those high points musically. That's kind of what we all strive to catch, is a good wave on stage, and every once in a while you'll get a good one that'll give you that feeling that you started music to begin with kind of thing. So.
Good work on that package, Jordan. So, Caleb, are you planning on Black Friday shopping this year?
Definitely not. I don't think I'll be able to move after the 100 pounds I gained on Thanksgiving. So I'll stick with Cyber Monday.
You could run around stores to lose weight, I guess.
I think I'll pass on that one. After the break, we'll take a look at what some of you will be doing after Thanksgiving.
And we'll get a preview of the girls' basketball team for 2017 and 18.
Stick around for more Laker TV.
The Calloway County Laker Archery Team wants to welcome you to the very first shoot being held at the school. This is a small fundraising effort and all money raised here will go to the team. It will be held in the gym on November 18th starting at 10 a.m. There will be a silent auction in place. Items will be on display during the shoot and bids stop at 12. Items on display will consist of donations by parents and local businesses. A Laker t-shirt, quilt, anchor bags, gift cards, and more will be available. Hope to see you there.
Hey there, Lakers. If you haven't already put on your dancing shoes, well, it's time. Beta is sponsoring a Jingle Jam dance, and I'm here with President Avery Wilmer to inform us a little bit more.
The Jingle Bell Jam is going to be on Friday, December 1st from 9 to 11. It's a Christmas dance, so we're going to have ugly Christmas sweater contest, talent contest, hot chocolate, and pictures with Santa. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Okay. And can you tell us about the tickets, when they're being sold, and how much are they?
The tickets are going to be sold the week after Thanksgiving break during both lunches. They're going to be $5 each. You don't have to have a date to attend. We're just selling single tickets. And then on the night of the dance, they'll be $8 at the door.
Okay. And can you tell us more about the contest with the ugly sweater?
Yeah, so the ugly Christmas sweater contest, there's going to be sign-ups for the contest when you sign up, when you pay for your ticket, and then we'll have the contest once the dance is happening.
Well, thank you, Avery. And so y'all heard her. After Thanksgiving break, the tickets are going on sale for both lunches. I'm Kenna Friedrich for Laker TV.
Thanks, McKenna. Yes, the holiday season is quickly approaching, but another season is already here. The first day of deer hunting season was last Saturday, and that's kind of a big deal here in Lakerland. Brianna Lockwood and Emily McIntosh look at how some Lakers spent the weekend.
This weekend I did what I always do. It's mid-November, so it's deer season. I took my daughter out this weekend, and she got her first deer. She got her little 8-point buck and made a perfect shot. We had a great morning. And then I spent the rest of the weekend in a stand by myself and passed up a lot of deer, but didn't shoot anything myself. So
I went hunting with my dad and my dad's friend.
Did you kill anything?
Yeah, 8-point buck.
Saw a 6-point buck and like 4 does. That was it.
Killed nothing?
No.
No, I seen a lot, but I didn't get anything. I didn't feel like shooting any does. I didn't see any real big bucks. Seen like probably 3 small 8-pointers, but I didn't feel like shooting them.
Today on Laker Sports, the focus is on girls basketball. Despite an impressive 25-6 overall record, the Lady Lakers finished third in an extremely competitive district. This season, the Lady Lakers look to move forward and build upon their bittersweetness of last season. Kenna Frederick and Valerie Halava bring us the story.
The biggest difference I feel like for this year's team is just depth. We were kind of spoiled last year with having a lot of depth, and we got in foul trouble a lot last year, and it didn't really matter because we could call on the bench to fill in whenever we were in foul trouble. So this year the big thing is we don't have a lot of depth, so we're going to count on our 8 or 9 players to really fill that load for us. But we didn't make it back to the regional tournament last year, and that's the one missing piece that I feel like is going to drive this team this season, is to finish that unfinished business. Well, we have Charlie, who's our all-region player, who's back as a sophomore and averaged 15 points a game and 10 rebounds a game, and was offered 3 scholarships in the off-season over the summer. Our senior McKenna, who is going to be a huge factor for us. She brings a lot of energy. You know, McKenna, you bring a lot of energy for us, and defensively, we're not the same team when you're not on the floor, so that's going to be an important factor. And then Keely Puckett's another returning starter who led us last year in assists and actually was in the top 5 in the region in assists at 5 a game. So Abby Arnett and Kelly Underhill, as far as offense in the post, that's going to be different for us this year too. That's not something that we dominated on a lot offensively in the post last year, and that's something we're going to look to do a lot more of. Kids Ellie and Bree are going to have to play defense on the other team's best guard, and we'll do a lot of face guarding and get in your face. We'll do a lot of that, and they'll be expected to carry the load there.
The Lady Lakers open their season on the road at Fulton County on November 28th. Their first home game is on November 30th, when they're set to host Mayfield High School right here in Jeffrey Gymnasium.
Next, we'll give you a look into a huge vegetable that scared an old man, plus a couple more out-of-the-ordinary stories with Chesley Nance's Weird News.
Sorry about last week, but we're back on schedule. Usually when you think of armed robberies, you think of people disguising themselves or guns being used. Well, this guy did use a gun and a mask to rob not one, but 2 banks. But what he used to rob the bank was a water gun painted as a real gun. He stole $10,000 in total, and since he got caught, he got up to 10 years in prison and 5 years probation. His lawyer literally asked if he could have a shorter sentence because his client used a water gun to make sure no one was hurt. All the guy wanted was the money. An 81-year-old man in Germany thought a 15.7-inch zucchini was an undetonated World War II bomb. He saw it in his backyard and immediately called the police. I just don't know how you can mistake this for that, but I guess it's better safe than sorry. This isn't the first time this has happened either, but the other time it was actually a bomb and they had to evacuate an entire city. When you have to get a limb amputated, it's never fun, unless you're this girl. This woman had cancer in her leg and asked if she could keep her foot after it was amputated. You know, real casual stuff. And after her foot was cleaned, she received it, and now she has made an entire Instagram account for it with fun little captions. Check it out. For Weird News on Laker TV, I'm Chesley Nance.
Thanksgiving break. For the great food, of course. But some people are stoked about shopping for big deals on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We all know how crazy both events can be, so let's take a look at what some of our students prefer when it comes to finding a bargain.
In case you didn't know, we do not have school Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday next week. It's Thanksgiving break.
Our new primitive friends. Thank you, Sarah Miller.
And with that comes Black Friday. According to Fortune.com, in 2015, the competition and numbers between shopping online and shopping in-store were about even. But that changed as of last year when 108.5 million Americans shopped online for the best deals, and only 99.1 million bravely hit the stores. Now, online shopping started back in 1995, but just in the last 10 years it's become more widely used. So that means getting up at 4 in the morning for Black Friday sales is not as big of a deal anymore. Let's see what people in our own school prefer when it comes to this famous shopping day.
Well, Black Friday or what? Can I say neither?
In store.
You know, honestly, probably online, only because the crazy people in the crowds, that's a bit too much for me sometimes, and I don't like to get up that early.
Actually, I prefer online because in store is like way too hectic and crazy.
In the store. I would say online there's certain things that I would go in store to buy, but not on Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Of all the people we interviewed, it looks like it was 50-50. Next Thursday, both Walmart and Target start their Black Friday sales at 6 o'clock p.m. and Best Buy is at 5 o'clock p.m. on Thursday. But of course, you could always just stay home and shop online for Cyber Monday, and you never have to leave your house.
Yeah, you can online shop in your underwear. At least that's what I'm doing.
Ew, I'm not surprised in the least, but that's an image our viewers and I didn't need in our heads. Sorry, guys.
We'll see you guys in 2 weeks with more Laker TV.
And as always, keep gobbling, Calloway.